And the National Assembly's Committee on Defense and Foreign Relations, chaired by Judas Ole Metito, is today meeting the following for nomination for various positions of ambassador. Ms. Sarah Serem, who used to be at SRC, Lieutenant General Samuel Twitter, Ndegwa Muhoro, Paddy Ahenda, and Manoa Esupisu, former State House spokesperson. They're being vetted for various positions of ambassador where they have been nominated. Let's see what's happening in Parliament, then we'll come back to studio.
Need somebody with experience with the military background to be there. My question is this. Now, General, how will you make Kenya to benefit from your experience as you represent Kenya in Israel? Second, how will you achieve the four agendas of the president while you are in Israel? Thank you.
It's me, Chair. Yeah, thank you, Chair. I have a very simple question for the General. What are you intending to do, or how are you going to support the government in fighting corruption in your new position?
Next one, then we go for the next group.
Thank you, Chair. And first, I want to congratulate Lieutenant General Thoita for nomination to this position. And secondly, I have two questions, quick ones. Number one, we know that Kenya generally exports food products to Israel, and we also buy finished goods. In your position where you are going now, can you tell us what steps you'll take to enhance trade between Kenya and Israel, given that there is anticipation that we are going to have direct flights between Nairobi and Tel Aviv next year? And number two, in your understanding, tell us what's the difference between an ambassador and a high commissioner?
General, respond to those ones, then we take the last group.
Thank you, Chair. As I proceed, when I'm confirmed to this position, I understand very well my position as a diplomat, and simply I'll go there to protect, to project, and to promote the Kenyan interests. Of course, being a special representative for His Excellency the President, taking interest of all the 45 million Kenyans. Israel and Kenya has had a long, enduring, positive relationship, and I'll be focusing on making sure that the same goes on and improves even to higher heights. Israel has a market for our goods, as it has been said. Mostly we export raw products, whether it's the coffee, the fish, paper, and metal. And it is true that we import the high-tech finished products. That's why our balance of trade is so, it's at 1 to 5. For every 1 billion that we export, we import like 5 billion Kenya shillings. So I know with my team at the embassy, we look at what our niche is in terms of products and improve on that. But more important, combining this with a question from another honorary member, is to make sure that we promote foreign direct investment by some of the niche companies from Israel to Kenya, also in support of the Big Four, whether it is in terms of health, housing, manufacturing, because Israel has got this technology that we can use. I'll also promote the issue of further training, especially for our youth. Israel is renowned for what is called startup innovations. They really promote startup innovations with their youth. That's another place we can take advantage with our youth. They'll go there, they train, and come back and improve on our own economy. Finally, the issue of High Commissioner and Ambassador. High Commissioners are those representatives that report to former British colonies. We have a relationship with the Commonwealth, that is the UK, and ambassadors are the rest like us. Thank you.
Thank you. Mheshimiwa Memusi,
Yeah, thank you,
any
Chair.
other interest?
Yeah,
Then
thank you, Chair,
Mheshimiwa
and,
Adit Araso.
I apologize for coming in late. I was dealing with a matter that required my attention. I will not ask any question because I don't know what my colleagues have asked, but still on the issue of the name, I don't think Lieutenant General has answered us properly, because if your names are not as per your ID, and it is your ID that is supposed to identify you, then you ought to have come with an affidavit. Can you please give the right position on that? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair. General, I wish to ask you two questions. Firstly, as the immediate former commander of the Kenya Air Force, we have an active operation in Somalia.